try to take care of the rest.
Oh, Coach, talk to me about your team because you've had it's not your typical PI year. You've had some up and downs this year.
Yeah, we've had some kids hurt and different things have happened here and there, and we're kind of young in some spots, but they're just they've been getting better every week. We started out and we kept shooting ourselves in the foot. Last week against Rio Hondo, we had 4 turnovers, 3 in the first half, cost us 2 touchdowns. So and you can't do those type things. We're really starting to play pretty good defense now, and offense we're getting better. So we've been getting a little better every week, but we had some injuries early and some young kid mistakes, and they just kept on plugging and they keep working hard, and it's something that you're hoping you can do is peak out at the right time, and the last few games we played a lot cleaner games, except for the turnovers against Rio Hondo, like penalty wise and things. So I think our kids are getting a little bit I don't know how this will sound, a little football smart, if that makes sense, starting to understand kind of what we're doing and why you do it and the game of football.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have always been that team that everybody's kind of looked to, especially in the 3A, now the 4A ranks, as one of the top teams. I mean, is there pressure every year to match what you did the year before?
Well, no, I don't think so. Every year is different. You get a different group of kids every year, and there are high expectations here, which the kids know. We told them yesterday, our job here is, whether they like that or not, is to protect the tradition, get in the playoffs, and try to win championships, and that's what we do here, and that's what was done here many years before I got here. So our job is to try to carry that on and uphold the tradition. And so fortunately, this year we're able to continue that. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of pressure. I think the kids get more at home than they do from us. We just want to go out there and play hard and have some fun and do what we ask them. But their brothers and their uncles and their dads and their granddads played there, and I'm sure they get a pretty good lashing when they get home. They don't think they played right.
Now you've your season doesn't get any easier because you've got to go play the original Gangsters in Orange Grove.
Right. We got I haven't seen them yet. I'm still just grading this morning's film, but they're a good football team. The Harris kid's a heck of a quarterback, and they play good defense. They're sound. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't beat themselves. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us to get these guys. But they have a good football team, and we feel like when we do things right, we have a good football team. So we're ready for the challenge. And we told the kids last night, and honestly believe this, I told them they probably think I'm full of bull, but if we're playing to our capabilities, then we'll play anybody anytime. It don't matter to us. So I'm not saying we're great. I'm just saying when we do things right, I think we can compete with anybody.
Now, you guys seem to have a couple years ago. You had Juan Aguilera. You had a number of running backs.
Yeah.
This year doesn't really seem like you have you don't have that smorgasbord of running backs to just plug in. What's that been like?
Yeah, well, it's been kind of plan A, B, C, D, and F. So we've moved a couple of kids up from the JV, and we had some kids get hurt. We had a couple of kids quit, things like that, but. What we did, we moved one kid back there, and we just kind of alternated. We got about 2 fullbacks, but one of them goes both ways, and we got about 2 J-backs, and then we'll take our quarterback and put another kid at quarterback, put him at the running back. So we just kind of ad-libbing, so to speak. But you're right, we used to have 3 or 4 backs every year. We would just roll in there, right? It could replace, and we don't have those that many this year, but. We got about 4 that we can depend on that we think, can do a good job for us. And Omar is a quarterback, and we can put him back there, and he can run the running back. So we got a few little different wrinkles there, trying to give them some rest and trying to get the most we can out of them. But, it does hurt sometimes when you're used to having about, like you said, we have 4 or 5 kids in there, and you just rotate in and out. But this year we only got about 32 fighting tarpons out there on Friday night, so we're just kind of making do with what we got, and the kids we got are doing a good job.
Coach Monty Stumbaugh, the Port Isabel Tarpons, joining us here in the huddle. Kevin?
Hey, Coach. My question is, you guys got Orange Grove up next. Now, last year y'all made the playoffs, and I think y'all played Sinton. It was in the first round, and then y'all got Raymondville to close out the season. So this game against Orange Grove, it could kind of be like a dress rehearsal on what's to come in the playoffs, because you're going to see teams like Orange Grove or maybe even better in that first round. So do you see that as a kind of like a measuring stick on the preparation for your boys?
Yeah, I mean, from here on out, Orange Grove is a good football team. Ravenville is a good football team. So our next two games, I think our district, prepares us for our first round because Rio Hondo plays good football, Orange Grove plays good football, Ravenville plays good football. We play good football, we think. So, yeah, Orange Grove is going to be a big test for us because that first round is going to be a Sinton, Aquero, Ingleside, or Yoakum, and so it's a huge test, and it's going to we can kind of see where we stand and how we're going to measure up when we get there. It's probably a true statement what you said. It'd be a good measuring stick, yes, sir.
So what you're saying is that you're going to kill those guys. You're going to blow them out.
I wish it was that easy, but. Like I told, as long as we have one more point, I don't care on it. But no, they're very good football teams, and we're going to play really well. But we think we can play with them, and we'll just go out and play our tail off, and whatever happens on Friday. But at least we're going to go out there and get after it, and give it a shot.
All right, so you got Orange Grove, you got Raymondville, and then you've got the playoffs, which has to be good to be able to say that at least.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, the kids were excited last night. Takes a lot of pressure off of them. They get a lot of pressure about being in the playoffs. You got to be the one that gets the playoffs or be the one that didn't get in the playoffs in this community, and that's not a good thing. And, it took a lot of pressure, I think, off the kids. Now, we just told them now, maybe they can, okay, we're in now, let's go relax and, get after it. There's not that pressure of getting in anymore. Now it's go play football. We still have a chance to get a share of the district title with Orange Grove beating Rio Hondo. And, if we can win out, that's two tough tasks. But if we can, these kids get a share of the championship. And that would be super, and moving in the playoffs. That would be a really good deal for our kids.
Do the other guys still follow you guys? Jacques Guillat, Montelongo, do they still follow the team? I mean, are they around?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Progresso, Jacques, and Esteban, and George Montrigon, they'd call me, and they were down there standing on the sidelines, listening to me rant and rave. They never heard me when they were playing. Now they got to be a spectator, and I guess they could see I can get kind of irate at times. But yeah, they call, they come by and visit. Those kids, we've been very fortunate that a lot of our kids will come back and visit and see how it's going, or call, wish us luck, or got married and bring their kids by. So and that's the special deal about it. You get to see them grow up and meet some of their family, and when they get out on their own and they come by and reminisce. Everybody likes to reminisce when they were good. And high school football is a thing. I mean, that's what you're going to remember the rest of your life, and they're going to have people that they can call. I can call guys right now that be here in a heartbeat, and the same for me. So they get that camaraderie and that. That closest, and, they come back, and fortunately we've been able to have some really good relationships with our kids, and it's great when they come back. They all want to come back, stand on the sideline, they want free tickets, what they want. But, yeah, they stay in touch, and, they're off in school, they're all doing well, and, hope they go out and get an education, and we tell them you better find something you really like to do because you're going to do it about the next 30 or 40 years, so you better enjoy it. But, no, it's great. They come back and visit, or they'll call and tell me what they think I need to be doing, Now they're coaches.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you being on the show today. You got Orange Grove and Raymondville. This is Coach Monty Stumbaugh, the Port Isabel Fighting Tarpons. Best of luck the next 2 weeks, and can't wait to see you guys in the playoffs.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. You guys have a good day.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Uh-huh.